Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. How are you all and how is 2021 treating you so far? Honestly, I'm really looking forward to 2021 and I really hope from the bottom of my heart that may 2021 be the happiest year of your life and may you get to do all of those things that you missed out on in the year 2020. And honestly, 2020 has been hard for each and every one of us, but I have this one thing that I'm so grateful for. It's my YouTube channel. It's all of you guys, and now we are a family of 5,000 people and 5,000 people supporting me. Oh my god, it's a lot. It's a lot, because honestly when I started my YouTube channel I thought I would hardly gain like 200 subscribers because initially my growth was so slow, and now we are a family of 5,000 and I'm so grateful, and you guys are so sweet. Honestly, you make me feel like every single day is my birthday. On your birthday people appreciate you and they are all nice to you. You guys do that to me every single day and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you, and I just wanted to say that out loud. Also, I really wanted to apologize for being MIA for so long. Honestly, I had a lot on my plate and even I wanted a break from social media. That's the reason I deactivated my Instagram for a while as well. But now I'm back. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all my beauty favorites in the year 2020. Honestly, I really took my time through this video. I have been working on this video almost for 2 weeks, and I really sat down and went through all of my makeup and really picked out the best products, and I'm so excited to share it with you all, and I am really hoping that you will enjoy watching this video. So it's been a long ass intro, so without further ado, let's just jump into the video. So the first category is primer, and the primer which I use the most in the year 2020 is the Nykaa's Prep Me Up primer. Now honestly, I'll be frank with you that I do not have a lot of expensive primers. The only expensive primer that I have is from Favourities, and it's also the mini size, and honestly I don't own expensive primers because I feel like primer is like the first layer that goes on your skin and it's not even visible. Expensive primers are good for the people who have targeted skin concerns. Like if you have huge pores, you can definitely invest in a pore filling primer. If you have like very oily skin, you can definitely invest in a good mattifying primer. But for me, I don't have that many skin concerns. I do have a little bit of pores in this area, but it is not something huge. Like you have to come really up close to see those pores, and a normal silicone based primer works for me. It just blurs out my pores. It gives me a very smooth canvas. So if you're someone who don't have targeted skin concern, and if you're looking for a basic primer which will give you a good base, then you can go for silicone based primer, and this is the primer which I use the most. I have gone through 2 bottles and that's got to tell you something. So the first foundation that I have in the foundation category is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. Now I have talked about this in my monthly favorites, so if you want to know the detailed review, do check out my monthly favorites video. I'll link it down in the description box below, or I'll put it somewhere here. Basically, to sum it up, it's a very good skin like foundation. It has a satin finish, and I do feel like even oily skin people can use it because it's not slippery. The longevity is amazing, and coverage I would say is medium to full. You can build it up to full without getting cakey, and it's a beautiful foundation, and I feel like it's so underrated. In my personal opinion, this is one of the best foundation L'Oreal has launched, and I love using it so much. I just hope that they bring all of the shades in India, because I don't think this is my shade. I feel this one has a little wrong undertone, but still nonetheless I keep using it because it's a beautiful foundation. My skin looks so beautiful. So the next foundation that I have here is the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour foundation, and I really love this one, and lately I just can't stop using it. And you know how every foundation oxidizes a little bit after a while? I feel like this is one of the most long wearing foundation. Like whenever I put this foundation on, my face look very fresh for long amount of time, so I really love using it, and especially in winters I feel this is amazing. It is not a matte foundation, but it is not slippery at all, so I feel even oily skin people can use it. I won't say very oily skin people should go for it, but I think even oily skin people can use it. It has a medium coverage, it gives you a very natural finish, and longevity is amazing, and the shade range is amazing. Like, they have so many shades with so many different undertones, so you can definitely find your shade, and it's a beautiful, beautiful foundation. And the last foundation in foundation category is a matte foundation. Honestly, I'm not a fan of matte foundations. I don't like to use them on regular basis. I only use them when I'm going out for a wedding or something, when I really want to do a full coverage long lasting makeup, and when I don't mind looking cakey. That's only when I use matte foundations. Otherwise, I use like a satin finish or dewy foundations. But one matte foundation which I really loved this year was the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. Now this is the matte foundation which won't cling on to your dry patches, which won't look cakey, and I used this a lot in the first half of this year when it was summer, like from April to June or July. I really get oily in summers, like it's a disaster, and this foundation was the one I reached out to the most. So if you are a oily skin person and if you are looking for a good mattifying foundation, then this one is your way to go for. It's a beautiful foundation. Oh my god guys, I feel like I'm talking a lot, and this is gonna be like a 40 minutes video because I have so many products to show you guys. So now I'm just gonna breeze through all of them. I'm not gonna talk in detail because trust me, otherwise it will be an hour-long video and we don't want that. So I'm gonna breeze through all of these products, but just know that I love each and every one of them, and that's the reason they are in my yearly favorites. So now let's just jump into the concealer category. I have two concealers with me. So the first concealer which I got the most use out of in the year 2020 is the L'Oreal Infallible concealer. I have talked about this in my monthly favorites. It's an amazing full coverage concealer. It just blends out so easily. You just need a little bit of it, like 2-3 dots, and you'll be good to go. And I love how full coverage this is, and it is not drying underneath my eyes. It can be drying if you have like very dry skin, but I don't feel like it's drying for me. I do have dry under eyes, but I still don't feel it's drying for me. So I love this concealer, and this is one of my best find in the year 2020. I love using this. So the next concealer which I discovered in the year 2020 is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and this is such a beautiful concealer. First of all, the quantity that you get is so much. You get 15 ml and you have this amazing doe foot applicator. It's so easy to reach to the corners of your eyes, and it has an amazing coverage, and it's not drying underneath your eyes, but it is not the kind of concealer which will also crease a lot. So it is amazing, and I feel like if you have dry skin, then you will like this one just a little bit more than this one because this is more hydrating. So if you are looking for a good concealer and if you don't want something that is drying underneath your eyes, you can definitely check this one out. And it's a high-end concealer, but I feel like this is one of the most affordable concealer in high-end category. It retails for 1900 rupees, and most of the high-end concealers start from 2000 rupees. So this one is more affordable, and moreover the quantity that you get is a lot, so you won't run out of this concealer pretty quickly, and it's a great concealer to have. So yeah, the next category is powder, and hands down the best powder launch this year is the K-Beauty HD Loose Setting Powder. It is in the shade Banana, and I love this one so much. Like, Maybelline one is great, but it has a little bit of coverage. On the other hand, this one does not alter the color of my foundation or concealer underneath. It just does the job of mattifying, which is what I love on regular basis. I don't want to look heavy. I don't want to look like I have put on heavy makeup. So this one does not do that. I just use it on the targeted areas like around my nose, and it will do the job. All in all, great powder launch this year. The next category is bronzer, and I have 4 bronzers to share with you guys, and these two are more so like a contour slash bronzers for me, and these two are something that I go to when I want my face to look more warm, like when I want to add more warmth to my face. These are the 2 bronzers I reach out to. So first 2 bronzers are these two. This is the Physicians Formula Muru Muru Butter Bronzer, and it is in the shade Deep Bronzer, and this is the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. As you can see, both of these bronzers have a very cool slash warm undertone. I would say it has a neutral undertone, so they are not very cool, but they are not very warm. So I use them for sculpting my face as well as bronzing my face sometimes, but on days when I feel like I need to add more warmth to my face, I reach out to these two. And the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer is a beautiful dupe for the Hoola Bronzer, because this one is also very smooth. It does not feel chalky at all. It blends out very easily, and the Butter Bronzer is also so amazing. It's it's so silky, it blends like a dream, it adds luminosity to your face. It does not contain shimmer, but it just looks so beautiful on your skin. And the shade that I have is deep bronzer, and sadly this is the darkest shade available, and I don't feel like this will suit deep skin tones. So that's a con about Physicians Formula, they don't have a good shade range. But if this bronzer suits you, it's an amazing bronzer. Like, the formula is so amazing, it's so silky, and oh my god, the smell is to die for. It's amazing. And I'm done using these two bronzers, and if I feel the need to add more warmth to my face, I reach out to these two. So this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in the shade Watch Shady Beaches, and this is what it looks like. You can clearly see this one is more warm, and it is again a very beautiful bronzer. It blends out amazingly, very smooth, and this is what the shade looks like. It definitely adds so much warmth to my face, and it is so affordable. It also has a very beautiful sheen to it. It's not a lot, it's almost a matte bronzer, but it also has a little bit of luminosity to your face, which looks amazing. So whenever I want to bronze my face, I do reach out to this one so often, and I feel like this shade will suit dusky, deep skin tones a lot. If you have like very fair, medium skin tones, I think this shade might make you look orangey, so keep that in mind. But they do have different shades, but this shade especially will suit medium to dusky to deep skin tones is what I feel. And the other bronzer which I have, which I use to add warmth, is the Milani Baked bronzer, and it is in the shade 05. But this one does have shimmer in it, so textured skin people should stay away from it because it might emphasize your texture. But I don't have that much texture on my cheeks, and it looks so amazing. It adds that bronzy glow to my face. So whenever I'm done applying my contour and my blush, I then apply this bronzer, and it just looks so beautiful. It just adds that luminous bronzy glow to my face. So especially in summer, I feel like this is such an amazing thing to reach out for. And the next category is blush, and I feel like 2020 was the year of blushes for me because I have so many blushes, and it was so tough to narrow it down. And honestly, I just decided to not show the blushes which I already showed in my monthly favorites, and those are like my absolute favorite blushes. So definitely check out my monthly favorites video because I don't want to be repetitive and I don't want this video to be long. So I'm just gonna show the blushes which I haven't shown on camera. So the first blush is the Faces Glam On blush, and it is in the shade Perfect Cinnamon. I love this one so much. It definitely is the blush which I use the most this year, and it has a beautiful like warm tone, and especially in this fall season, I think this shade looks beautiful with like brown grungy lips. I think this shade just looks so beautiful, and I reach out to this so much. This is one of my most used blush this year, and it looks absolutely stunning. Even today on my face, I used this blush, and I felt like it was going really well with my eye makeup and everything. So this is what the blush looks like. See, it has more of those like fall vibes, you know. So it's a beautiful blush. So the next blush which I discovered in the year 2020 is the Wet n Wild Mellow Wine blush, and this has pink tone to it, but it's a very variable pink. Trust me, I'm so scared of pink blushes, and this is a very muted pink color, and it just looks so amazing on your skin. And this is the kind of blush which will suit most of the Indian skin tones. Honestly, I just adore the fact that this is so affordable, and I love using it a lot. So the last blush that I want to show you guys is an absolute cheating. It's fairly new blush. It was recently launched like 2 weeks ago. Is the K Beauty Matte blush, and it is in the shade Soft Nude, and this is what it looks like. I know I discovered this blush very late this year, but I feel like regardless, it has an amazing formula, and I see myself using this a lot in the year 2021. And the reason why I'm mentioning this blush in this video is when I received it, I was just so excited to try this shade out that what I did was I just swirled my fingers into it and I just tapped it on my face, and I just realized that it was so pigmented that I almost like stained my face, and I just got so scared that it won't blend out. But I just did this, like I tried blending it out with my fingers, and it blended out so quickly, and I was so amazed that it is so pigmented and it yet blends out so amazingly. And it also smells good, you know, like it's not overpowering. You have to come very close to like smell it. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful blush, and I love the color Soft Nude. I really like it, and I have been constantly using it every single day. And then moving on to highlighters, I have 5 highlighters to show you guys. So my first and the best highlighter found this year is the Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. It's broken. I don't know how I'm gonna show you guys. Like, it's completely broken, and I have the mini size. The reason why I love this highlighter is because of its peachy undertone. So whenever I do my makeup and I apply this highlighter, since it has this peachy undertone, it just blends into my blush, and my blush and highlighter looks one, and it just makes my skin look so healthy. And I think it's only because of the peachy undertone this highlighter has. It is so unique. It's like this peachy golden highlighter, and it just looks amazing on your skin, and I'm definitely gonna buy the full size once I'm done with this one. And even if it's broken, I'm still gonna use it because it's like damn expensive. And the next highlighter which I found this year and loved this year is Nykaa's Glow Ghost Shimmer Brick, and this is in the shade Good Old Gold. And I feel like this highlighter is a dupe for MAC's Soft and Gentle highlighter. So whenever you blend this highlighter together, these two highlighters together, they give a very similar effect. It's just that the tone of this highlighter is a little bit gold, and the tone of the Soft and Gentle is a little bit more pink. So I feel like it's a very good affordable dupe for MAC's Soft and Gentle, which is a classic. Like, both of them do look quite similar when you blend them out. So yeah. So the next highlighter which really stood out to me this year is no surprise, is the K Beauty Illuminating highlighter in the shade Champagne Fizz. I have talked about this highlighter in my monthly favorites. I really love this. It's a very smooth highlighter, and you can keep it subtle or you can just build it up to a very blinding highlight, and I feel like it's so amazing. And they do have a lot of shades, and the packaging is also really cute. It's so sleek. It has this mirror, and everything is just so great about the highlighter. I have talked about it so many times, and I have showed it so many times in my videos. I feel like you know about this highlighter already, and I love K Beauty as a brand. I'm so proud of K Beauty, like, because the thing is, most of the launches she has done, and at least most of the launches I have tried from K Beauty, I loved all of them. Like, her formula and everything is also really nice, and I just can't wait for her to launch like foundations, primers, concealers and stuff like that. I think she's doing amazing, and especially the way she's paying attention to all Indian skin tones. Like, she always launched so many shade options for us. It's stunning, it's beautiful, and I know this is a bit expensive when it comes to drugstore, but you know, the quality is actually really good. So, and you get a lot of things, like the packaging is sleek, you get mirror, and you get everything that's necessary. So I do feel like she's doing an amazing job. And the last highlighter in the highlighter category is the Wet n Wild Precious Petal highlighter, and by the halat of it, you can definitely tell how much I use it. So this is a highlighter which I use when I'm not wearing makeup, or when I'm wearing very less makeup. This is the highlighter I reach out to because it does not contain any sort of chunky particle. I feel like it's purely just a sheen, and it just looks so beautiful. And I personally feel like if you are someone who has texture on their skin, and if you feel that every time you apply highlighter, your acne marks or your bumps on your skin gets accentuated, then this is the kind of highlighter you can go for. It's beautiful. It won't accentuate your texture because it's a sheen. It does not contain shimmer. It's almost a sheen. I have gone through one entire Precious Petal, and this is my second one, so you can definitely tell how much I use it and how much I love it. I think it's one of the best affordable highlighters out there, and you gotta try this out. So the next category is eyeshadow palettes. So the first eyeshadow palette I'm going to talk about is the Wet n Wild palette. I have two of them. I have Rosé in the Air, and I have the My Glamour Scott palette. Honestly, I love any of the Wet n Wild palette you will give me because I love how pigmented they are. I love how they blend. I love everything about these palettes. Rosé in the Air is absolute bestseller. I know that, but honestly, I find that I reach out to the My Glamour Scott palette more than the Rosé in the Air because I feel like it has got everything. I travel with this palette so much. Like, I haven't traveled so much in the year 2020, but whenever I do travel, I always carry this palette because it has like beautiful transition shades in here. It has a beautiful very pigmented black shade. It has a red shade. It has like 4 shimmer shades, like a golden shade, a champagne shade, a pinky shade, and a bronzy shade. And it has like a deep brown shade, deep brown transition shade, and a normal transition shade. So you can create a lot of looks. Like, you can create a black smoky eye, you can create a red smoky eye, you can create a golden brown smoky eye, golden black smoky eye, golden pink smoky eye, champagne smoky eye. You can do a lot of things using this palette, you know. So It's a beautiful palette and I think you can get a lot of use out of it. We can't forget the fact that it is so affordable and it's so beautiful. Honestly, the packaging is flimsy. You can clearly see I have broken this palette already, but I don't really care about the packaging. I care about what's inside, and what's inside is really amazing. So the next palette that I have here is from Colourpop. It is Colourpop's California Love palette. I know Colourpop is not like officially available in India. Even though you can order in India from the Colourpop's website, you do have to pay customs, so that's that. But regardless, I just wanted to show you guys because I do use this palette a lot and I love how beautiful tones it has. Like, it has beautiful warm tones. Even today I am wearing this palette. It just looks so beautiful. I reach out to this palette so much. It has everything that I need, and the shimmers are so pigmented and so beautiful. The mattes are so beautifully pigmented. They blend out like a dream. I don't like the glitter shade that much, but apart from the glitter shade, everything is so beautiful and I use every single thing in this palette. So the next palette that we have here is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. And one thing you gotta know about me is that I'm a cheapo. I don't like buying high-end makeup, especially eyeshadow palettes, because they are so damn expensive, and this is no surprise, it's super expensive. But the reason I'm mentioning this in a video is because I don't feel like I can find a dupe for this palette. Like, the color story of this palette is so unique and you get so many beautiful duochromatic shade. Like, each and every shade has some duochrome to it and it just looks so beautiful on your eyes. And Huda's formula is absolutely stunning, so there's like no doubt in that. But I am just so impressed by the color story. Like, I don't think I can find a dupe for it. So like, when I tried this palette out, I was really tempted to buy the Huda's new nude palette, but I felt like I can find those colors in some other palette. But when it comes to this palette, I don't think I can find a shade similar to this in any other drugstore palette. So that's the reason I am recommending this palette to you. It's a beautiful unique palette and I love using it so much. It's beautiful, and even though it looks like you cannot use this on daily basis, you actually can. There are so many shades in this palette that you can actually use for creating a very wearable look. So yeah, I feel this palette is worth the money and I love using this so much. So the next category is mascara, and the mascara which I use the most this year is the Flower Beauty Lash Warrior mascara. I'm pretty sure it's no surprise, I have talked about it in my Nykaa haul video, and this is like my second purchase, and I have gone through 2 bottles of this mascara in the year 2020 and I love this so much. And trust me, I have used every single mascara which is hyped out there. I have used every single mascara from Maybelline. I have used L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, and I have used all of the high-end mascaras as well, and still I love this one the most. It just lifts up your lashes, it gives it so much volume, and the applicator on this is also amazing. It does not let your lashes clump together, and it also lengthens your lashes, and this is so black, so I really enjoy using this one, and it's a beautiful mascara, totally worth it, and I love it so much. So yeah, that completes this video. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and found it helpful. If you did, then please hit the like button. It just really helps me to understand if you guys are enjoying my videos or not. So if you like the video, then please hit the like button, and also please take a moment and subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me. And also take good care of yourself wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.